Okay, Karen, this is the second of your training videos, and what I'll try and give you here is an overview of how the Joomla backend is laid out, and start with some simple finding of information in the site. This is called your control panel, and you can navigate to it by just going up to here, Site, and clicking Control Panel at any time. There are other items along here, all of which will be of use to you at some point in the future, but many of the more common items that you might need to use on a day-to-day basis are here. Just to try and give you an example of how things work, we're going to have a look at that latest page I made for Hardcrag Hall, so you can get a feel for how this system works. So if we go across to your website, which I've got hiding under here, and we go and find the Hardcrag Hall page, it's under Events, Event Venues, Hardcrag Hall. Just as a note, these of course are all menus up here, and we'll be referring to them as menus, and in fact all of the items on this menu are on the main menu in the system. So we'll go back to Events, Event Venues, Hardcrag Hall, and click on it, and we come to the page that I partially uploaded about Hardcrag Hall. And this, in its simplest form, is a web page created on your website through the back end. The back end of your site calls every page on your website an article. So if we go back to your back end, we'll see up here that under the content we have an article manager. If we click on Article Manager, it'll bring up all the articles in your website. You'll see if I scroll down the page that there are 4 pages of them, and we can navigate through all the pages, or we can actually choose to display them all on this page, and the page will reload as soon as we've clicked all. And now if I scroll down, we'll see all the articles that exist on your website. Obviously, as there are more and more articles come, that will get more and more awkward to find the article that you're interested in, and there are various methods of narrowing down that page to find what you want. However, the simplest thing is, assuming you know the name of your page, you can use a filter, and in the filter box you can type any number of letters or words to help you filter to the right page or article. So I know that I want to edit a venue, so I could just type venue in here, click go, and it'll come up with all the articles about the venues. And there's the one I want to edit. It's Hardcrag Hall venue. If I don't like the filter I've used, I can just highlight it, delete it, press go, and I get all the articles back again. Now when you initially come to the article manager, the articles probably will not be in this order. They may be in a different order, and you can change the order by clicking any of these on the top. But the one that you will probably more often than not want to click is ID, because this sorts the articles in their ID number, and their ID number is directly related to the day that they were created on the website. So if you know you've created a page very recently, if you make sure ID, by clicking it, has a down arrow underneath it, you'll find your most recent articles at the top. We can actually view the content of that article in the back end by clicking the article name itself. And once the page is loaded, this is our article edit page, as we can see up here. We can see the title of the article, and we can see what sections it's been put in. There are only a few sections that I've added for you, and we will talk about those later. Sections and categories. But if you scroll down the page, you can see in here, very much like a word processor, is the content of that page that I've created, Ardcrag Hall. And if I scroll down here, you can see all the content that's on it. I've made no changes to that, so I can just go across here to close it, and nothing will have changed on the website. Once I've closed it, I'm brought back to the article manager, and for reference terms, it's easier if I then go back to the control panel to put myself back where I want it to be. So to recap, all pages on the website are created as articles, and we can either find the article manager by going to Content Article Manager, as it is there, or in fact on here we can see Article Manager. By clicking Article Manager, we bring up all the articles. Remember, if we want to change the order of them, we click ID, and if we want to see them all on one page, we roll down to the bottom, and we can either make it say all or just say 10 on a page, and it will reformat that page and obviously just turn it into lots and lots of pages, and we can navigate through them here. That completes just quickly your overview of the articles themselves, and in the next video we'll talk about menus.